All right. So, picking up where we left off last week, let me get this fro together. Y'all know black folks shrinkage, darling. Natural hair is something serious. I don't know. We're just gonna pray for it. Closer to the hair, closer to Jesus, and we're gonna work it out. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hair next, y'all. I've had a single-piece twist where it was crocheted. My actual hair was braided, and then they used a little tool, and the hair had a loop on the end, and they slide it on through and have moments. So I had twists first, then I had faux locks next, and I love them actually. I think I'm gonna get them back, but what hairstyle should I do next, y'all? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm kind of liking my hair just being out right now, but I'm gonna eventually want to get back in there, so I won't have to deal with my hair for at least a few weeks. Anyway, so beginning where we left off last week. So Tony, she called the girls over to her house in LA since they couldn't settle shit back at Trina house in Atlanta. Uh so Tony just wanted to know. She was just like, so what's going on, you guys? I just want to know, like, what's been happening. I've been on tour, and it's just been so many things that's been happening, and I just want to know what's going on with the girls. Um, and so Tony was just like, no, Tamar was just like, well, it started over chicken wings. Trina got mad because I said her chicken wings taste like cough syrup. And she got mad because of it. And Trina was like, no, no, hold on, Tawanda, stop. You're not my parent, Tawanda, no. Then we got Tracy over here on the side. No, and all this, and Tamar, and enough is enough. So it's just a whole mess. The girls are trying to overtalk each other and everything. Um, Tamar was just like, I don't know how chicken turned into children. And you was wrong for what you said and all that kind of stuff. And Tony was just like, Tony and Tawanda was trying to calm Tamar down because Tamar was upset, of course, naturally. And they was, what I'm trying to say. They was trying to calm Tamar down, and Tamar started to get a little emotional. One thing that's interesting about Tamar when she cries is that she never lets any tears drop. Mm. Mm-hmm. And I can't stop thinking about the way my life would be. And I can't stop going without all the love that you made to me. And I can't get you out of my head. How in the world could I pretend to let you walk right out my life and all my heart away? And I can't stop doing without about the apple of my eye. And I can't stop doing without about the center of my life. Yeah. Y'all let me know what song I was just now singing. Um, and the artist. Song I was just now singing, the artist, and the album. All that came out, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next Braxton's review. How about that? Um, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Obviously, I'm sure y'all know it's Tony Braxton. So anyway, y'all just give me the name of the song and what album the song came off of. And I'll give y'all a shout out and give me the year, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's review of the Braxtons. How about that? Um, I'm gonna try my best to start. If I don't forget, I'm gonna try my best to start singing a Braxton related song each review. So sometimes it might be Tony Braxton, sometimes it might be Tamar Braxton, sometimes it might be Trina, sometimes it might be Tracy, or sometimes it might be all of them together. Okay, back when they was a group, the Braxtons, minus Tracy and Tony because they wasn't in the Braxtons. So anyway, Just be looking out for that. Okay, so they're arguing in the kitchen in LA with Tony. All the sisters are there, all the girls are there. And Tamar, she gets upset. She was just like, she said in her confessionals, why should I listen to somebody who thinks I'm a bad parent? Like, no, she thinks I'm a bad parent, and so I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna, pay any attention to that. And Trina was just like, but Tamar, that's my baby too. That's my baby too. My restaurant is not baby. And Tamar, she just kind of didn't want to hear it. So she finally listened, and Trina was just like, you know what, I apologize and all that kind of stuff. Tamar, she wiped her invisible tears, and she was just like, since I've been in that position, I humbly accept your apology, and I want to apologize to you, Trina, because I've been in that position before. I don't know what position she was talking about, but whatever. And then she also said that she apologized to Tracy Tamar for what she did and all that kind of stuff. Tawanda brought up a good point in her confessional. She was just like, you know what? Um, Tracy also blew up at Tamar that night. Yet Tracy didn't use that opportunity to speak on it. And Tawanda was just like, if you're going to put everything out on the table, we need to put everything out on the table, which I completely agree with. Tracy does not use her opportunities often to speak up. Um, but in a way, I understand that because I'm similar in a way. Like if I have an issue with somebody, um, I may choose not to talk about it in a certain time, like around other folks. I might just, chill just to have like a happy moment or pretend happy moment, just for the sake of everybody else. I've definitely done that before. Um, and I also think that it's still a small part of Tracy where she feels like, you know, if when she expresses herself, it's gonna come off as wrong or overly aggressive. So she just don't even want to bother doing it. Which I understand that in a way, as well. So I understand why she didn't do it, Tracy. But I don't know. Sometimes you gotta use your opportunities. I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Do y'all think y'all leave me know in the comment section? Do y'all think that Tracy should have used that opportunity when all the girls was around to bring up her true issue with Tamar about the whole tweeting thing and all that? So, I thought that was interesting, but whatever. Then Trina, she let out a little speech. She started to get emotional. She was just like, you know what? We all are kind of guilty of this, but I don't know y'all anymore. I had no idea Tamar was going through what she was going through with the miscarriage. Um, we don't communicate with one another. We don't talk. And so how the hell was I supposed to know about all of that? And something happened. There's a divide between us. I think that this show is a blessing and a curse for the Braxton girls. Um, it's a blessing because, it put some coins in their pocket. It made people knowledgeable about Tony Braxton's sisters, in case people didn't know that she had sisters. Um, it's exposure for all of them. With this opportunity, more opportunities shall come, and so that's all blessings, and they've got the chance to live out their dreams, um and make albums and do whatever and all that kind of stuff. So that's good, but it's a negative as well because this show is bringing up a lot of old family secrets. Every family, every big family or family in general got like secrets and tea, and old issues that went unresolved that they just swept up under the rug. I feel like this. A lot of black people do that in general. A lot of black families, including mine's. As black folks, we just tend to like sweep shit up under the rug and just let it go. Like we could just have a bad argument with somebody in our family, then about a week or so later, when we see them, like we just act like it didn't happen. Like it's all good, it's all chill, and all that kind of stuff. But then those issues never really get resolved. So when it comes back around, you're even more mad than you was before. So I don't know. Mm. Well, all the girls is just kind of standing around looking all crazy. But then Tracy, she was just like, you know what? I think that what's gonna help is that we all say something nice about our sisters, cause I ride or die for my sisters. And Tracy was just like, Tamar, beautiful. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything that you are. I appreciate your drive and determination to keep going. Thank you. Yeah, I died when she said that. And she was like, Tony, thank you for being the strong sister that you are, even when you don't want to be strong. Thank you. Uh, Trina, thank you for your business, man. You make me want to open up my own business. Thank you. Towanda, thank you because of your name is Tawanda. And thank you for being the secret girl. Tawanda was like, what? She was like, because sometimes we need to, learn to keep our mouth shut and not, spill too much tea. I was one of those. I kind of thought that was a little weird too. It was like she kind of gave good compliments to everybody else, but Tawanda, I guess she didn't have nothing much to say like to Tawanda that much, because Tawanda's the one sister that's kind of like she is. She's the responsible one, so she's the sister that's um. It's just that middle child syndrome, where it's easy to, no shade, but it's easy to like look over, and just, and since she's the responsible one, she's been programmed to, we ain't got to worry about nothing because Tawanda got it. Tawanda gonna figure it out. Tawanda gonna handle it. And I think everybody needs a break. Everybody needs love and compassion, and for somebody to be like, "Are you all right?" She can't be the rock all the time, and I feel like for this family, Tawanda has been the rock for the longest. And sometimes a rock crumbles, and she needs, um, how do you make rocks, or is just rocks a part of the earth? I don't know. I was gonna be all scientifical and shit, but I don't damn know. I didn't listen in science. The only subjects I listened was recess, lunch, and yeah, recess and lunch, and I did like English. You guys tell me what's your favorite. I was a good writer and good speller back in first grade. Akila didn't have shit on me. You hear me? Kiki Palmer didn't have nothing on me. Y'all let me know y'all's favorite subject in school. How about that? Sit down and have a little academical moment in the comments. So what else happened? So they hugged it out, and it was just like, you know what? We just gonna try to do better, and we just gonna try to do better. So Trina, she heads down to since she's in LA, Trina heads down to Chef Naisha Arrington, something like that. She's a chef in LA. She was on Top Chef. She has her own restaurant named Leona in Venice Beach. And so, she's like the queen of pop-up shops, and that's what Trina's whole thing. She wants to, create a second location for her restaurant. And she's not completely sure on what location. So what she wants to do is, open up a little pop-up shop either in Swanee, Georgia, and or Atlanta, Georgia. So, she wanted to talk to the Naisha girl to get, info about it since she's done it before and all that kind of stuff. So she talks to her and she gets some tea on her, and the girl was just like, I agree with your sisters. You need to have the pop up shop in Atlanta, where it's city, where it's culture, where it's more people, all types of people, not just in Swanee, where you got your DUI, hello, and where I'm sure it ain't no but a bunch of bougie white folks in Swanee. I mean, they willing to spend money, but I'm just saying, you want everybody to come to your restaurant, Trina. Trina's always trying to be outside the box. It's just like, no, girl, come on home. You from Maryland. Come on home. You get married. Come on home. So anyway, what else happened? So Tamar, she decides to talk to both of her parents. Her daddy came down from Maryland, and she wanted to talk to both of her parents about her miscarriage. So Miss Evelyn, she's sitting down chilling. Tamar's eating, cooking lamb chops. She said she got the recipe from the strip club. That's why she likes to go to the strip club, not to see the big booty dancers, but to eat chicken wings and stuff. Tamar so don't seem like the type that'll eat at a strip club, but hey, she do got that ratchet side in her. Would I eat at a strip club? I don't know. See, for me, if I go to a strip club, I want to see the strippers. I don't. I probably already done ate like at a buffet somewhere. Me and my friends. So I don't know. But I've never been to a strip club before. Maybe I'll go one day. Whatever. I just don't want to spend that much money. Like times is too hard to. No, hundreds of dollars. Oh please. Anyway, but making money is a quick, easy, fast money, child. Closed legs don't get fed in this business. And sometimes family can hurt you quicker than strangers. All this drama. And right before finals. Y'all let me know what quote that movie came from, and I'll give y'all a shout out in next week's review. How about that? So and you can give me either the song that I was singing earlier and this movie quote or both, and I'll give you a shout out, whatever. So let's see. Tamar just kept saying she has a special guest. So the daddy knocks on the door. Evelyn didn't know that the daddy was coming. It's just instant tension, instant. Miss Evelyn can't stand her ex husband. And I do understand, nobody knows what they went through in their marriage but them. But it had been how many years, Miss Evelyn? But she's still holding on to things. But I mean, I guess she didn't want to shake his hand. She didn't hug him, like nothing. He took her hand and she just patted the top of his. I died. I was just like, oh Lord, it's hateful. Um, so they started to talk about how good Tamar's lamb chops is and all this kind of stuff. Michael Braxton Sr. He was just like, so what the hell I came down here for? Tamar was just like, well, chicken. He was like, I know I ain't came all the way down up here for chicken. And she was like, well, that's not why I called you. But, she was just like, Vince and I went through IVF and, they had the embryo moments and it was positive. But then, like a day or 2 days after that, they found out that the little girl wasn't going to make it. And so they was upset about that. But who was the most upset was Miss Evelyn because she felt like she should have known first. And she was just like, I'm shocked. I had no idea that Tamar didn't tell me about the whole thing. And Michael was just like, oh, did you know? Miss Evelyn was like, no, I didn't know a damn thing. I didn't know nothing. So they was just like, they talked to Tamar and it was like, do you really want another baby? Like, and also your age plays a factor, baby. And Tamar was just like, I'm 21. Miss Evelyn was like, no, baby. They was like, she was like that. You might look young, but that body done been here for a minute. I died. When Miss Evelyn read Tamar, it is the funniest thing because Tamar reads people all the time. So when she gets read back and she can't say nothing, it's golden. Capture that screenshot, everything. Let's see. Tamar talked to Vince. Vince says that TD Jakes wants her on the show. I've already seen this though on YouTube, so I guess they was filming at the time. But TD Jakes wants her on the show. She just decides that why don't we just bring the whole family since TD Jakes brought us together and he saw us at our worst. So now he's gonna see us being a little better and being, the strong family that we're known for. So Vince is just like, okay, that's fine. So that was pretty much it. Let's see. So Tracy and Tamar, they had a conversation. And I liked Tamar. I like Tamar's hair in this scene, and Tracy's hair too. Tracy's hair game is really stepped up. Like I love Tracy with red hair. I really do. That's her signature now. Um, Tracy's hair game is really stepped up. Tracy's hair is snatched. Every time you see her, Tracy is snatched. So shouts out to Tracy Braxton and just being the underdog and just rising like a phoenix because she bad. She's bad. I always like Tracy. So let's see, they're talking, and Tamara was just like, Tracy, I know that still had some issues or whatever with me unresolved, so I want you to tell me what's tea, like what exactly did I did. Tracy, I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to go there. Tamara was just like, I'm giving you the chance to say something, and I'm open, like, no shade involved, no anything, like I'm trying to talk to you. What exactly did I do to you? And she was just like, I just don't want to talk about it, Tamara. I just don't want to rehash it and all this kind of stuff. So Tamara was just like, you know what, I'm open and willing to, talk about it, and I apologize and all that. So Tracy was just like, yeah, well, I was mad about the whole thing, but it's good because you just apologized, so we ain't got to talk about it. Tracy's smiling all in her confessional. She's excited Tamara apologized. But I'm just like, Tracy, it's 101 with you and Tamar now. Like, tell her what's tea. Tell her, like, what's the issue. But maybe all she needed from Tamar was an apology because, you know, I don't see how I understand why she would be upset initially, but it had been like a year or 2 years, and so you was still mad about Tamar. So you was holding on to that long. Like, I would have tweeted her ass back and be like, bitch, what you say? Okay, Twitter fingers, I would have popped upside the head next time I saw her at a family cookout. But they're cool. They seem to be working things out, and so that's great. That's gravy. Okay, let's see. Tony had a conversation with her father, and she's excited to see her dad, and they're talking, and he was just like, so I heard you like birds. I heard you going with Birdman, according to the tabloids, and he done bought you a new car. Can he buy me a new car? No, Dad, he can't buy you a new car. And Tony and Birdman, whose real name is Brian, they are she's still not claiming him as her man, which is fine. That's their business. And she was just like, we're gonna meet up and have a little dinner, but I wanted to invite the whole family, so I'm not gonna tell them. So can you like act right? And she was like, no pimp shit, no drama, because the daddy is a jokester. The daddy, he very much so. Tamar is very much so her daddy, personality wise, for sure. Um, and he was just like, okay, I'll be nice and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what else happened? Tamar and Tony, they met up, had a conversation. This scene was funny, where Tamar was kind of clowning Tony, talking about they did a new Jay Z and Beyonce, because apparently, um Tony on Birdman's next album, Tony's gonna be on it or something. I don't know how that's gonna sound, but whatever. They've been knowing each other for 15 years, so I guess they met in like 2001, something like that. Um, Back when both of them was trying to hold on to some things, because after the '90s, it was kind of rocky for Tony for a while. So apparently they met then, and they was just friends, and who knows? And I guess they reconnected later on in life, but shit. When it comes to Birdman, I guess when you done did everything, you might as well try to settle down, right? I mean, who he haven't hit? I'm just saying, like, when you're a rapper, when you're an athlete, it's just women lined up for you. Like, it's just a buffet. Like, it's crazy. So, I mean, I'm sure he's had his fun. It's time to settle down. He's in his 40s. Tony's in her 40s. They both lived. They both been through things. So, I'm all here for them getting together. It's the classic bad boy and the good girl getting together. It's the classic Bobby and Whitney thing, and the classic Jay Z and Beyonce. It's just, it's that whole thing. Peaches and Herb, um, Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell, the whole thing. It's the classic thing. It's classic, darling. Um, so they was talking, and Tammy was just like, "So what y'all gonna do? Do a song together?" So I'm like, "Who y'all supposed to be? Jay Z and Beyonce?" She started laughing. I thought started laughing too, because Tony's face, she didn't like that whole thing. So I guess it was a little sensitive comment for her. So what else happened? Anything else in this episode happened? The hiccups, holla if you hear me. Um, no. So we get to the whole little meeting. Now, Tamar has not told everybody about the whole TD Jakes thing, that he wants to be with, that she invited everybody, the whole family, to be on TD Jake's show. But anyway, before that, all the whole family's there except for Mikey. And they're talking, having a conversation, and then Birdman comes in with his shirt all out and stuff, and he's talking to the girls, and you can tell he's very nervous. He didn't say much of anything. I really think he's a little uncomfortable on camera. So Tony said that he's an undercover gentleman, so maybe he is. A lot of those real tough guys and all that, they're not really tough like that. They're tougher because of they kind of have to be being in this industry, and just being in hip hop in general. You have this whole image, tough guy image to uphold, um, and then also with him being from New Orleans and Birdman and all that shit. So it is, and then with him having a posse, that makes you look better too. But he might not really be, that bad type of guy or whatever. Tony was trying to talk to him, and the dad was trying to talk to him. He didn't have much to say. He ended up getting up and leaving, and she was just like, I maybe should have told Birdman that this was a whole family thing. Meet my dad for the first time, but I just wanted to surprise him. So, Tony, I don't know how you expected that to go, but whatever. So Tamar ended up spilling the tea to everybody, and she was just like, so TD Jakes wants us on the show, so y'all down? And they was just like, I don't know, and Trina was just like, this could go wrong, and I don't know about being on the show, and all that stuff. And Trina kills me how she talks sometimes. And I don't understand what's the big deal. Why they nervous to be on the show? Are they afraid to be cussed out in front of an audience? Like, I don't get it. I mean, we all saw him hand y'all your ass on a platter on the show, but I guess just being on live television is a different story. I don't know, but I already saw it, and I'm gonna try to find it on YouTube. It'll be in the link in the bottom bar below, of them being on the TD Jake show. And I'll also post it next week because they're gonna be actually on the show, and they sung, and the whole family was there, of course, except for Mikey. What is Mikey doing? How's Mikey? I actually like when all six kids get together. And it's funny when you see all of them together. It's so interesting having all those girls and just one son, like one brother, like crazy. I grew up with a bunch of girls who was my friends, and about five of them. Yeah, it was actually five girls, and they were all sisters, and they had one brother, and he was so quiet and nice and humble and all that, and then you have all these wild ass girls just doing whatever. So I'm definitely used to that. But anyway, that's pretty much it, y'all. I don't think I left out anything, but you guys let me know if I left out anything and put them in the comments below. I'm Mr. Chalaki, Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. And Chase King will say on Facebook. All the information will be in the bottom bar below. And I'll talk to you guys later. And this definitely was Tony, Tristan, Wanda, Trina, Tamar, and Miss E will teach you a thing or two on Braxton family value.